Hi Vicky, here we have your front page of your website, and here is your video to show you how to change the pictures on the front page as we discussed previously. Now the first thing I need to show you is the piece we want to change. As you can see, I've got the front page here, and this is the one we're trying to change, this one here, which is the spit roast and catering. Now your site is set up in such a way as to use what they call widgets on the front page. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to your dashboard and have a look at the dashboard first. Now I know you're used to the dashboard. I'll take you this way. What I'm going to do first is open the dashboard in a new panel. I'll just close that one down. So now we've got your front page open here, and your dashboard is opening as the second tab. That's your dashboard. I'm sure you're used to seeing that, and normally you would go to your eShop and products in order to adjust your products. What I want you to do this time is go Appearance and Widgets. And when you get to Widgets, which we will do in just a moment, you will see that it's split into several headings. And if you look at these headings, you can actually relate them to the front page. So for example, if I open this first one up that says Home Page Hero 1, and I open up the text, it says Farmhouse Meats prepares the finest Tasmanian meats delivered fresh to the farm, from the farm to your door. If you go back to the front page, Farmhouse Meats prepares the finest Tasmanian meats with the red background up here, and that is of course where that wording is. Now if we change that wording back here in the widget, if we change it here, then the wording will change on that front page. Okay, and that's how each of them are. Now, Homepage Hero 1 is the Farmhouse one, 2 will be we have a huge selection, and 3 we offer free range. Because if I close that one and go back to number 3, it'll probably say we offer free range. Here we go. It's got some coding in it. That's not something you need to worry about right at this second, but we offer free range and eco-friendly Tasmanian beef. So, consequently, if we wanted to change any one of those three, 1, 2 and 3, we could change them by editing those widgets. So it's not a great leap forward for you now to realize that the next thing is that homepage content 1 is probably the spit roast, hire and content. Going back to the front page, spit roast, hire and catering, it is probably this is going to be content 1, this is going to be content 2, and this is going to be content 3. Okay, so if you want to change anything in those areas, 1, 2 and 3, so to change that spit roast catering picture, here's what we'll do. First of all, we'll open up this coding section here, and you can see it's got the header on it, and it's got all of this information on it. Now don't worry too much about all of the coding and stuff, because we can use what's here so long as you don't delete it. If you delete it, then we're going to have to replace it. But let me show you now how we can update a different picture. What we'll do for the sake of this, I'll spend a whole heap of money here and buy you a picture. So what we'll do is we'll go here to a new tab, and we'll go to an area that I use quite extensively for photographs called CanStock Photo. I have an account with CanStock, and this is where I buy a lot of the pictures that I use online. And the reason I do this is because these are licensed pictures. You can buy them with a licensing, so you're not breaking anybody's laws when you use them. If, of course, as Steve suggested, you take your own photos, that's fine. That's not an issue at all. And up here we will just type in barbecue and say enter, and it will now find a whole heap of pictures relating to a barbecue. Right. Now, as you can see, there's quite a few nice barbecue parties here. I mean, you can have a comical one with the beef doing the barbecue if you want. There's, the pig on the pig's barbecue. There's all kinds of possibilities here. I don't know which one you want, but we can play with them. But for the sake of this, I think what I'll do is I'll actually pinch one of those comedy ones. Let's go with the cow. I quite like the cow. So to buy the cow picture will cost me 3 credits. We'll buy that size, and I'll download that picture to my desktop, which will take just a few seconds. We'll save it to my desktop because it'll be easier to find. I'll rename it barbecue. I guess I'm going, you don't have to do all this because you may have photos already on your system, but what I'm showing you is, you know, if you want to find a picture, here's somewhere to find it because I don't know what information you've actually got. Okay, if I close that down now, you can see it's arrived down here, and if I double click it, or just click it once actually, I have a program on my computer called paint.net. This is it's a free product. If you want to download it yourself, you can see the name of it up here. It's paint.net. And it allows you to adjust these pictures. This picture, its image size at this point in time is 1600 by 1300 in size. That's way too big for what we need. So what I'm going to do is reduce that to 300 by 245. Again, don't worry too much about the operation of paint.net. If you want a hand with that, I'm quite happy to help you, but that's just to show you we're just reducing the size of the picture, and then we will file save as, and I'll save this one as barbecue 350 so I don't lose the other picture, because I might use that other picture for something down the track. And we'll save that, and that's saved. So we now have that smaller picture. Close that again. Let's go back to your site. We don't need this anymore. So in order to put this picture in here so it changes on the front page, and we will do it, I will actually change it for you. And you can change it back at some point, or do something different with it if you wish. First of all, what we'll do is we'll copy that piece of code. It's just a little tip for you. We'll copy that, and I'm going to open up what they call a notepad. I don't know if you know anything about notepads, but if you go to your start menu, yours is probably down the bottom corner here, by the way. I have mine in down the side, which annoys nearly everybody who uses my computer, which is fine. Copy that and paste it into a notepad. Now the notepad is opened on my other screen. I have two screens here. I'll just bring it across, and what I do is paste that into there, and then I put that back on the other side so I can use it in a minute. Now just in case something goes wrong, that means I've now got a copy of the coding that was there already, and I can just paste it straight back in if I need to, if there's an error. So it's just, again, a tip to cover yourself if you haven't done this sort of thing before, just in case something does go wrong. Now what we need to do now is we need to upload that picture. I assume that you know how to upload a picture to the media gallery, but I'll take you through it just in case. You go to media, and then you go to add new, and then you go to select the file, and for me it was on my desktop, and it was called barbecue 350, wherever that's gone. There it is, barbecue 350, and we say open, and that will put it into our system. So that barbecue 350 photo is now in here. Whenever you put a picture in that you're going to use like this, please put alternative text on it. It will help you with the ongoing lifting of the site in Google, the Google rankings that we've talked about, to do that as you go. So we'll just call it barbecue. It doesn't need to have a special name on it, but it needs to have something. The reason for that, by the way, is because Google, when the Google spider crawls through your site, it can't actually see the picture. It can only see the wording. If there's no wording there, it doesn't know what it is, so it can't help to rank the site. They're all tiny little things, but they all help. Now if I update that, just to put that barbecue wording in, once that updates, which is now there's what they call the file URL over here, and we're going to highlight that, and we're going to copy it. Yeah. Now I don't know if you know how to do that, by the way. It's right click with the mouse and then copy, and it enables you to easily copy whatever you have highlighted. So from there, let's go back to now our widgets. There we go. Go back to the widgets. Let's open up that homepage content one. That was the one where the text spit roast hire and catering is. Click on the drop box. Now this wording here stands for image source, where the image is actually coming from, and this wording in between the quotation marks all the way down to here is actually the name of the picture that's currently on the front page of your website. That is the actual name of that picture. It's called farmhousemeats.com.au WP content uploads blah 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 split spit.jpg. That's the name of it. What we're going to do, having highlighted that, is I'm going to replace that with the wording that we copied just now, which was the coding for the new picture. So if I paste that into there, we now have image source is barbecue350.jpg. See that? Right there. See that? And now if we save that and we go back to the front page of your website and we refresh, we should have a brand new picture for spit roast, hire and catering. Okay, that's how easy it is. It's literally just a matter of uploading the picture, copying the code and replacing it in the right spot. Now just to take you through that quickly again, if you go to this one that says try our cool box, we won't change anything on this, but you recall how we found it homepage content 2 would now be the one, and that says try our cool box, and there's the picture for the cool box. So if you wanted to change the picture for the cool box, you would upload the picture, you would get the code from the picture where I showed you before, which is let me show you where they come up again, just to refresh your memory. There's the picture we just uploaded, and there's the coding. The file URL is the code that you want. You just copy that, put it into the widget in between the quotation marks. Make sure you don't delete the quotation marks. One of the easiest things to do is delete one. When you go back to look at it, no picture appears. If that happens, first thing to check is that you've actually not deleted the quotation marks and put them back in if one of them's missing. That'll be one of the first things that'll happen if you slip up. You won't get a picture in. And so consequently we've changed that picture on the front. Now while I'm here, we also did talk about this organic area down the bottom. Now as you can imagine, that is also part of this widgets. You've got homepage content 1, 2 and 3. You've also got homepage footer 1, 2 and 3, and homepage footer 1 is the one about the organic information. So if you want to go in there, you can do this yourself and change that title. So if we go back to the front page again, the title says 100% organic, and then it says we insist on organic produce that is hormone and antibiotic free. If you want to change that wording, all you have to do is go into the widget, change the title and change the wording and save. When you go back and refresh the page, you'll find it has become the new wording. So that'll help you to get rid of that problem as well. Hope this all helps you. I will put this up on YouTube and send you the YouTube link, and let me know what else we can do. Thanks very much indeed. Bye now.